The Battle of St. Quentin of 1557 was fought at St. Quentin in Picardy, during the Italian War of 1551 to 1559. The Spanish, which is to say the international forces of Philip II's Spanish Empire, who had regained the support of the English whose Mary I of England he had married, won a significant victory over the French at St. Quentin, in northern France. The battle took place on the feast day of St. Lawrence. Spain, now under the rule of Philip II, was allied with England following Philip's marriage to the Queen of England, Mary I. Mary would declare war on France, the 7th of June 1557. At the Battle of St. Quentin, the French forces under Constable and de Montmorency were overwhelmed, and Montmorency was captured by the forces under the command of the Duke Emmanuel Philibert of Savoy and the Count of Egmont in an alliance with English troops, and the French were defeated. During the fighting, the St. Quentin Collegiate Church was badly damaged by fire. After the victory over the French at St. Quentin, the site of the battlefield gave Philip a permanent distaste for war. He declined to pursue his advantage, withdrawing to the Spanish Netherlands to the north, where he had been the governor since 1555. The Treaty of Cateau-Cambrésis ended the war 2 years later. Feast of St. Lawrence. Being of a grave religious bent, Philip was aware that the 10th of August is the Feast of St. Lawrence, a Roman deacon who was roasted on a gridiron for his Christian beliefs. Hence, in commemoration of the great victory on St. Lawrence's Day, Philip sent orders to Spain that a great palace in the shape of a gridiron should be built in the Guadarrama Mountains northwest of Madrid, known as El Escorial. It was finally completed in 1584. Impact. The greatest impact of this battle was not on France, England or Spain, but on Italy. Duke Emmanuel Philibert of Savoy, having won the victory, had also secured a place at the conference table when the terms of peace were deliberated, resulting in the Treaty of Cateau-Cambrésis 1559. The Duke was able to secure the independence of the Duchy of Savoy, which had been occupied by the French a generation earlier. As part of the peace terms, Emmanuel Philibert married Marguerite d'Angoulême, younger sister of King Henry II of France, in 1559. The Duke of Savoy moved his capital across the Alps to Turin 2 years later, making Savoy an Italian state and refounding the dynasty of the House of Savoy, which would become the Royal House of a United Italy in 1860.